Hey, thank you, folks. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Hey, how can we have a better day at a fair? Don't get no better than this, does it? Appreciate you folks coming to see us and spend a little time with us. And who knows what I have here? It's rather obvious I have an owl. A lot of people think only of North America. Think all the way around the world. There's owls in other parts of the world besides North America. You got it, buddy? The Eagle Owl. You've been here before, ain't you? You heard that? Give that young man a big hand because he is right. This is a Eurasian Eagle Owl. As you say, good job. Because the thing about these guys, let's see if he does what he's supposed to do. Wings up. Wings up. Give him a big hand there, guys. If he stretches out, he's 6 foot wingtip to wingtip. The Eagle Owl is 20 to 25% larger than the great American horned owl. Notice they got large eyes. They say for our eyes to be the same as his are percentage-wise, it have to be the size of 2 large grapefruit. Be kind of hard to get used to, wouldn't it? And I see we got people out there wearing glasses, and they're not all sunglasses. I'm assuming you need them so you can see a little bit better, right? Well, think about it. They say this guy can see a mouse for as much as a quarter mile away. Or some of us can't see a mouse from here at the fence. But as I say, this guy eats between 6 and 8 mice a day. It comes in extremely handy being able to see that far, consuming that many mice. You notice when we work these birds of prey, we use extremely heavy leather gloves. It has something to do with those talons on the end of the toe. They come off the toe at kind of a triangle shape and go to that needle sharp point there on the end. They use that to grab their prey, to carry it back, to consume it later on back at their home roost or home facility. Now, the thing about these owls also, with those large eyes, they turn their head virtually a full 360 degrees. The reason being is their eyes do not focus and adjust as ours do. So that's how they adjust what they're looking at, is with that head movement. What do you think? You know, the other thing that's amazing to me here up until the last couple of 3 weeks, a lot of people have picked up young owl chicks and took them to the rehabbers. Because what they don't realize is they get full size before they're able to fly. And people see them walking, they take them to the rehabbers because they think they're old and injured. In most all cases, are young fledgling chicks that have not developed their flight feathers yet. And what people do not realize also is a lot of your horned owls do their nesting on the ground. And when those chicks are hatched and down there walking, they could be the predator or the prey, either one. Because at that stage in life, it's very hard for them to defend themselves, being able to get away. And when you see those owls up on those poles, late in the day, early in the morning, they're surveying for their next meal. Usually when they go to roost, they'll go down on the ground, go back in a brush pile, down in a burrow or something like that. Let's see if this guy does what he's supposed to do again. Wings up. Give him a big hand there, guys, if you would. We'll slide this guy back in. We'll continue on with another animal. An animal that's native to here in North America. An animal that was almost extinct at one time. I'm proud to say they're very plentiful today. Who wants to take this home with them? The baby alligator. Who wants to take him home? Hold your hands up. Keep your hands up. Do not take your hands down. Keep your hands up. If you want to take him home, keep your hands up. I'm looking. There's one. Was he trying to hold his hand up? That's 2. You know what that is? 2 people out of the whole crowd that's old enough to know better and still held their hand up. This guy here, folks, when he gets to be full grown, will reach from where I'm standing now to the front of the stage and weighs somewhere between 6 and 650 pounds. So now you two still want to take him home?
Yep.
That's what I thought. Because think about it, this isn't something at 650 pounds you keep in your back bedroom closet, is it? Now, you guys that were holding your hands up, the younger ones, I need a volunteer to help me out. I need somebody to stick their finger in his mouth so he can't bite down so I can floss his teeth later. You guys still in school, right? Please keep studying because you didn't hear what I said. What do you think? Think you want to stick your fingers in there, buddy? I don't think so. No, I didn't either. Where's the safe spot to be around an alligator, folks? More than 20 feet away. What do you think of those teeth? They're awful small. Guess what? I still know what they feel like already from experience. I don't tend to go back for seconds. But the thing about them is you want to be more than 20 foot from an alligator because they can be fast for short distances and they can also use their tail as a whip and knock your feet out from under you, then you're down at their level. And Mother Nature is pretty cruel. Because the thing about it is, how do these guys eat? They grab a hold of the carcass, they bite down, they don't have the power in their jaws to tear like we do, so they do what they call a death roll. That's what tears the carcass apart. So therefore you have to pay attention with these animals because they are very dangerous in the wrong situation. I'm proud to say these were almost extinct. When I say that, they're of course very plentiful today. What is the first thing we do to a species we think is going to become extinct? We catch up the remaining animals, we put them in captivity, we propagate them in captivity to bring the numbers back up to protect the species. We've done it with the wolf, we've done it with the alligator, we've done it with the buffalo, they've done it with the cheetah. What amazes me is the do-gooders that say all animals should roam free at all cost. I'm sorry, but I'd rather see an animal alive and in captivity as in the wild and extinct. And that's what we need to realize about this other part. Those people out there that say those things, they have great intention. Their heart's in the right spot. I just wish you had common sense to go along with it. But the other part of these guys, today we've done such a good job bringing them back. We catch them out of the wild today for food and for leather. Because of the thing about an animal, when they become more plentiful, then you kind of control the numbers in that way. But we're going to slide this guy back in. I'm going to move on to another animal. An animal that's native to Madagascar. Anybody know what this is? This is a mata turtle, also referred to as a leaf turtle. See that? Now you see why they call it the leaf turtle. What this turtle does is lays there in the water. When it feels something swim by on those little feelers I got there, it activate them to reach out and grab the frogs, the fish, or whichever it is for their next meal. Now the reason I use the mata turtle is it's native to Madagascar. We used to carry a lemur with us, which is a member of the primate family, and all lemurs are native to Madagascar. The problem is doing what we do. You have these people that live in these towns that get these brainy ideas about passing a regulation to run us out of business. They say, oh, it's not what it's intended. Well, the thing they've done in some of these cities is they've made it where you couldn't bring a primate into town without a herpes test. What's the chances of a lemur having herpes? Never been found. But yet somebody decided that was a brainy way to stop it. But what happens when you put together a 12-week circle like we do? You're on the road, you got to find a veterinary who can do the testing. Nowadays, veterinaries won't accept somebody just walking up and knocking on their door. And in my position of this situation, I like to at least know the person doing it is knowledgeable about what they're doing. So we quit carrying lemurs for that reason. What I want you guys to realize is this. We spend more money on a family of 4 here in the United States than a family of 4 in Madagascar has to live on for a whole year. So we want to protect lemurs in their natural habitat in Madagascar. We have to figure out a way to reward the natives over there to want to protect a particular species. And that's where I'm headed with that whole conversation, is remember, whatever species of animal you think a lot of, if you want to save it, you have to reward the natives, because the people that live amongst that animal are the one who can determine whether it lives or does not. But we'll slide this guy back in. We'll continue on with another member of our family. Anybody know what this is?
Leopard turtle.
This is a leopard tortoise. Has anybody raised a tortoise at the house? Folks, these guys are eating machines. This guy here takes the heart out of a head of romaine lettuce every day. They eat it away for their size. However, when this guy gets to be full grown, he's going to be about the size of a large wash tub. Going to weigh somewhere between 100 and 120 pounds. This is the 4th largest member of the tortoise family. Has anybody out there been fingerprinted? I love it when I ask this question, because you get the people hold their hand up high and proud they were fingerprinted to make sure they didn't have a record to get a job promotion or something like that. You got the kids hold their hand up because mom and dad, the people love them dearly and want a record just in case, God forbid, anything happened. You got people hold their hand up a little short. The reason they got fingerprinted is because law enforcement made them. But the reason they use the fingerprints is no two are exactly the same. No 2 leopard tortoises have the exact same spot pattern. So therefore, it serves as a fingerprint on the leopard tortoises also, when unique situations. But we'll slide this guy back in there. We'll continue on with another member of the menagerie. Now, let's quit. Let's play some sports. You girls play softball? Anybody out there play softball? You play softball, you're pretty good, aren't you?